Greetings. My name is Nathan Hawkins. I'm the Executive Director of International Student Programs at Indiana Wesleyan University. I also serve as the PDSO for all of our international students, and I'm excited to take some time here today to review our program offerings with you. Indiana Wesleyan University is located in Marion, Indiana. We're about an hour north of Indianapolis, the state capital of Indiana, and we're roughly about 3 hours away from the Chicagoland metropolitan area. Indiana Wesleyan is a Christian comprehensive university of the Wesleyan Church. The university was founded in 1920 as Marian College and is committed to the liberal arts and professional education. As I mentioned, we were founded in 1920 as Marian College. We transitioned to Indiana Wesleyan University in 1986. We have a robust, comprehensive liberal arts campus in Marion, Indiana that hosts about 2,200 students. Competes in a variety of athletic events, and just engages in quite a few different majors that are available to those students. We've also been engaging in what is known as adult, professional, online, and other educational opportunities since the mid-1980s, and our overall enrollment is roughly about 13,000 students. And that number does include our international student population of more than 3,000 students that are attending on an F1 visa. We have education centers located throughout Indiana, in a couple cities in Ohio, as well as Kentucky, through that 3-state region. We host a variety of different accreditations, professional educational opportunities, all the way from the associate's level through the doctoral and PhD levels. As I mentioned, Indiana Wesleyan holds multiple institutional, departmental, and program-specific accreditations. Overall, the institution is accredited by the Higher Learning Commission of the North Central Association. That is our regional accrediting body that accredits our entire institution. The business programs in which the majority of our hybrid F1 programs sit is accredited by ACVSP, which evaluates our faculty credentials and those that will be instructing you in the classroom. As well as quite a variety of other different accreditations throughout all of our different academic areas, both for professional, instructional, and license-based programs hold these various different accreditations, and just speaks to the value of the different academic opportunities that are available at Indiana Wesleyan. All right, let's take a few minutes and we'll dig into some program details on how our different options operate for our F1 students that are participating in our hybrid modality, and have those opportunities to engage in OPT, CPT opportunities, and live in a variety of locations throughout the United States. The vast majority of our F1 students engaged in our hybrid program modalities do engage at the master's level. These programs are available to students that hold a U.S. bachelor's degree or the equivalent preparation at an international institution. These master's programs range anywhere from 30 to 42 credit hours. To put that in the amount of time that you're in the program, it ranges anywhere from 20 to 28 months. There are some opportunities for students that meet certain academic criteria to be able to engage in additional courses each term that might shorten the amount of time down that you were engaged in that program to under 20 months. Each class, though, is 8 weeks, and one of those classes would be an online course, and then you would attend a class that would be your residency requirement class. So this would be your hybrid course that you would engage in. Those courses do require you to come to campus. So students engage in one residency per academic term. There are 3 terms per calendar year, so you'd be required to come to our campus location 3 times per year. Those shorter programs that are 30 credit hours would require you to come 5 times throughout the duration of your program. Currently, our international student program residencies at the master's level are held in Maryville, Indiana. This is in the state of Indiana, but it's just outside of the Chicago Metroland region. We're about 45 minutes on a train to downtown Chicago on the Magnificent Mile, and about 55, 60 minutes away from either of the Chicagoland major airports if you're living in a region outside of Chicago while attending with Indiana Wesleyan. Those residencies are held on Friday and Saturday while you're in the program, so that does allow you, if you're engaging in CPT, to maximize the amount of days that you're able to be employed, while still meeting the expectation of being in the classroom to maintain your F1 compliance. As far as paying for the program, a total cost of one of our 30 credit hour programs is less than $20,000 USD. That does cover your tuition, your fees, and your books. If you do engage in one of the programs and enroll in a 36 credit hour program or perhaps a 42, then the total cost would be in addition to that $20,000 for those additional credit hours that you're enrolled in. We do provide 3 different start dates per term, so that would allow you to enter up to 9 different times on the calendar year. You just need to engage in one of our enrollment counselors. They could talk through those potential starting points. If you're looking at pursuing an interview with the U.S. consulate or embassy, they could discuss with you what the best timing would be as far as your potential interview dates and what those start term dates would align with those goals, and talk through those objectives with you. We are also growing our bachelor's program opportunities here at Indiana Wesleyan that does operate within this hybrid modality. Currently, we have 2 different programs available that we can detail here in a minute. But those bachelor's programs, the U.S. standard is 120 credit hours to be able to complete out that bachelor's level degree. In the U.S., typically a bachelor's program is a 4-year degree. We can do this program if you're coming in with 0 credits in as little as 40 months. You would be able to complete out that program. Each class, just like the master's program, is 8 weeks, but the requirement for a full-time status in the U.S. is going to be 12 credit hours rather than 6 at the bachelor's level. So you would engage in 2 courses each 8 weeks, so that you would actually be attending more credit hours in a calendar year than you might otherwise there with the master's program. Because you're engaging in more classes at any given time, the residency requirement does increase, because you do need to make sure that you're only taking 1 online course per academic term. So students attend 2 residencies per term. So there's 6 different opportunities that you would have to come to our Maryville location there in the Chicago Metroland region. We do operate those residencies during the week, as many of our bachelor students need to complete